this pandemic happening and everybody running amok, I've sat back and I've observed humans. And I've learned some things about humans. 5 things I've learned about human nature during this thing that's going on. Number 1, in the face of panic and calamity, there's no difference between a baby and a 100-year-old person. When something like the coronavirus or COVID-19 happens to the entire world, you would think we would come to an understanding that maturity is going to prevail. Now, in the face of calamity and panic, we reverted back to a lot of immature ways, buying toilet paper we ain't need, going out and taking all the food, blaming people, starting stuff, confusing each other. Panic has helped me realize that as humans, we may not be as advanced as we think we are. Straight up. Number 2, subconsciously, we all kind of want to be led. I don't talk about politics on the internet because I feel like politics divide people. We can't have normal conversation. We can't agree and disagree in a polite manner, so I stay out of it. But one thing I realize is a lot of people want to be led. A lot of people are looking for a leader when the leader you should be looking at is inside of you all along. I am a person of strong faith. I believe God the Son and the Holy Spirit. My relationship with the Lord is private and it's personal. On earth, I look for myself to be led, but a lot of people get offended and get upset because they can't find nobody to tell them what to do and how to do it. Look in the mirror. Start with you. Number 3, we don't want to be led. The reverse of what I just said in number 2 is when somebody tells us what to do and how to do it and when to do it, and people that may know things that we don't know may make suggestions, we get rebellious, we get offended, we get upset, we get angry, and we don't want to be told what to do. We don't want to be told where to go, how to go, when to go, how to eat it, where to eat it at, what time to eat it. We don't want to be led. We don't want no leader. We want to believe in ourselves. So number 2 contradicts number 3. And if we don't find an understanding in between both of those, we are doomed. We ain't gonna see 2020 nothing. We got to get this right now. Number 4, regardless of what anybody says, people desire understanding. Thousands of years, we've been at this thing called war with ourselves, with each other, and I've realized watching the TV, watching people interact, seeing a lot of the things that are going on, we all desire understanding. No matter how much we say we don't care how somebody feels, or you ain't got to hear me out, we're going to do what we want to do, we all desire understanding. Every race, every creed, every sex, every age, every denomination, every demographic, every state, every government, everything I love. I'm sorry, that was unnecessary. We all desire understanding, and I hope and I pray that you get it from wherever you want to get it from. Number 4. Number 5. Unfortunately, if stuff ever goes awry and stuff finally hits the fan, we all gonna be for ourselves. At the beginning of the pandemic, when countries and states and cities were talking about lockdowns, everybody ran out and they bought up all the items that they can afford to bring it back to home to their kids and their families. When stuff hits the fan, when calamity happens, when the end of days starts to show their face, we all gonna be for ourselves and our kids. We all gonna revert back to being selfish people like we always are. It sounds extremely sad. It's very disheartening. Hurts my heart to say about it, but that's what it is. This video wasn't intended to be negative at all, so I hope I don't receive any negative attention. But if I do, I love you, hope to understand you. And when the clock strikes 12, I hope I'm selfless enough to help you out. I love you. Be safe.